With a shout out to Pastor Dan, his lovely wife Jen, and anyone else from the Badger State on Wisconsin. So the Battle of Wisconsin continues, soon coming to a state near you. As of right now, the standoff continues between Republican Governor Scott Walker and Wisconsin Democrats, between those who want to kill public unions and the tens of thousands protesting in the streets and in the state capitol. It's a historic moment in the history of labor in the United States, but maybe not in the way Walker seems to think. Now, let's say right up front that I think public unions in the future are going to have to make major concessions. At a time when private sector wages are flatlining or falling and unemployment is rampant, you simply cannot have teachers' contracts, for example, that award raises of 3 or 4% every year over the life of the deal. It's unrealistic. It ticks people off. In the future, wages and benefits are going to have to be curtailed. But see, that's the thing you don't hear about much in Wisconsin, is that the public unions have been willing to make those concessions. But that's not good enough for Walker, because he wants to strip the unions of their right to collective bargaining. And that's non-negotiable. Either they take it or he's going to start laying people off. Outrage! So while some of this is motivated by finance, yes, a lot of it is motivated by politics. This is Walker never letting a crisis go to waste. This is the right tossing a Hail Mary down the field, trying to advance the ball significantly in the right's direction. It's political because if you take out the unions, well, you take out the Democrats too, don't you? That's why Walker won't negotiate. He doesn't want concessions. He wants to kill the unions. This is all being done in bad faith. And there's more to come, because as the year rolls on, we might see proposals like this in Indiana, Ohio, maybe even here in Pennsylvania. Everyone's watching Wisconsin to see how far they can push things in their own states. That's why the Battle of Wisconsin is not only important, it's pivotal. The right-wingers know this, of course, and so you have a concerted effort by the Koch brothers, for example, to put more Tea Party boots on the ground in Wisconsin. But as the shouting gets louder, let's remind the world of who's being reasonable here and who isn't. The unions have agreed to make concessions. And if Walker was really interested in fiscal responsibility, he'd take those concessions, meet his opponents halfway, and do something good for his state. But see, it's about so much more than that. This is about moving in for the kill. But the problem is, I don't think Walker and his allies expected that they'd have this much of a backlash. I don't think they thought they were going to kill unions, but as it turns out, they're reinvigorating them. As we said, there's more of this to come. In Indiana, Ohio, maybe even Pennsylvania, officials might want to keep all this in mind before they repeat Walker's folly.